is ZFM Stereo Talk.
Can we begin by looking at Zimbabwe's debt clearance plan?
We have since cleared our arrears to the IMF, and right now, clearance of arrears to the African Development Bank and the World Bank is underway. It's work in progress. And I'm confident that we should be able to reach an understanding this year.
The talk that gets you talking. Mondays to Thursdays between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m.
The platform. Step up and speak out.
It is a good evening, Zimbabwe. It's ZFM Stereo, my station, your station, the hottest radio in town. My name is Larry Kwirirayi, and it is a Political Mondays, as usual, on the platform. And today we will be having another live call-in program. It's your program once again. We're still talking about the biggest story, obviously the biggest story of the week, that is to do with the late MDC-T leader, Morgan Tsvangirai, as well as him also being the former Prime Minister of the country. Now, before I give you the background of what our topic for today is, and as far as that is concerned, let me just remind you of some of the frequencies you can get in touch with us on. Chivu 99.8, Kama TV Wange 105.1, Bybridge 106.1, Victoria Falls 106.5, Nyanga 98.2, Gweru 104.3, Mutare 95.4, Bulawayo, my hometown, 106.7, and we're broadcasting out of Harare, where our frequency is 106.4. Listen to us online at www.zfmstereo.co.zw, and also download the TuneIn app, which is available for free, and listen to us via that app. Just look for ZFM Stereo, and you can listen to us live and in charge. Also, if you want to follow this conversation on social media, it's at ZFM Stereo. That's on Twitter. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/ZFM Stereo. On Instagram, it's at ZFM Stereo ZW, and of course you can also listen to our recording of the show by tomorrow on our YouTube. Just look for ZFM Stereo on YouTube, and then you can listen to this program. But today we're live and in charge. The phone lines are open, 0772 168 045. That's the calling number, and our WhatsApp number being 0731 168 045. Now, of course, the leader of the biggest opposition movement, Morgan Tsvangirai, passed on last week at a South African hospital after a long illness. He was battling cancer of the colon. Burial is set for tomorrow at his rural home at Humanikwa village in Buhera. Zimbabweans from across the political divide have paid their condolences. But what was more interesting was the visit by the President Emmerson Mnangagwa, the First Lady Auxilia Mnangagwa, the country's two vice presidents, all accompanied to the homestead, or rather accompanied the president to the Tsvangirai homestead. The state took care of all his medical bills, a repatriation of his body, and the state is taking care of the issues around his funerals. Now, before his passing on, Mr. Tsvangirai had invited President Mnangagwa to his home, where he presented his grievances, which subsequently resulted in the government assuming responsibility of his welfare until his unfortunate passing on. Yesterday, when President Mnangagwa visited the Tsvangirai homestead, he emphasized the need for unity in our differences as Zimbabweans. Now we're going to listen to the president addressing the family, and everybody was gathered yesterday.
We are all Zimbabweans. Saka mamona ndawo yapakuratidza kuti aiwa kana pano rufu izvo zvimwe tinoisa parutivi tochema takabatana tiri pamwe chete toradzika umwe wedu tokumbira futi zvakare kuti aiwa ishe matora umwe wedu mutambirei.
Now, also, when the president visited Mr. Tsvangirai when he was sick, his deputy, Nelson Chamisa, then deputy Nelson Chamisa, spoke of the need for politics of tolerance.
It's a welcome thing. It's African to care for one another, and it's very Zimbabwean. This is the new politics we want to see. The politics of peace, the politics of working together, the politics of feeling for each other and for one another. This is the direction, and we hope that it will be the kind of talk that will be walked and the kind of walk that will be sustained. Because going forward into the elections, we want to see a peaceful election in Zimbabwe. We are very appreciative of what has been done.
And throughout the day, there have been pronouncements from different members of the political divide, and we're going to play some of those a little bit later. But what I want to ask you today, and as far as this conversation is concerned, is this a signal of a different political atmosphere? Has there now become a big seismic shift from the divisive politics that existed before to more politics where people tend to respect each other a lot more, where we have the head of state reaching out to across the political divide and speaking to someone from the opposition in a cordial manner? Is this something that has become the politics of the day? Is this what we should be expecting going forward? Or, in your opinion, do you believe that perhaps it is something that's happening because there's a funeral that is at play? Get in touch with us on 0731 168 That's the WhatsApp number, and our call-in number, the live phone-in number where I'll be taking your calls, is 0772 168 I'm going to read the first message here. I've got Mlambo from Kariba who says, I think the president is showing a sign of reconciliation. It is a good direction towards a peaceful election. Thumbs up to Mnangagwa for his moves. I've got another one here. Somebody saying this. I hope that this is not something that is just happening for now. Please write your name because I'd like to give you credit for your message. Somebody says, I hope that this is not something that is just happening for now. We want to have a peaceful election going forward. In as far as your opinion back at home, I want to find out that particular the answer to that particular question. Do we believe now that this is the way that politics is going to be played in this country, where different political parties can speak to each other in cordial manner, or is it something that's just happening now because people are at a funeral and showing each other signs of respect? So get in touch with us on 0731 168 That's the number to get in touch with us, and I'll be taking your calls as well as reading all your WhatsApp messages straight after the break. It's ZFM Stereo, my station, your station, the hottest radio in town.
News, lifestyle, charts, live radio, station highlights, and much more. Get it all on zfmstereo.co.zw. It's ZFM Stereo Talk.
We are always moaning about the state of our roads. Your Worship, Bernard Manyenyeni, thank you, sir, for coming through to the program. Are you receiving money from Zinara? And if you are, what are you using it for?
The crisis we are facing in the last 2-3 years around potholes, firstly, it's not a problem of one city, and secondly, it's not a problem of last year or the year before. It tells the story of the 8 or so years that funds have gone to Zinara and they've not come back to the roads. That's why we are where we are.
The talk that gets you talking, Mondays to Thursdays between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m.
The platform. Step up and speak up.
You're indeed tuned into ZFM Stereo, my station, your station, the hottest radio in town. The phone line is open. I know somebody was just calling during our break. I will be please try to call back again. I'll get that call again. ZFM Stereo, you're live on air. What's your name? What's your contribution, and where are you calling from?
Magadi Zimbabwe.
Tripo Magadi. Justice.
Tinotenda zvaitwa napurezidendi wedu aratidza rudo rwakanaka. Tinofungidzira kuti tikafamba tichidaro munyika medu zvinhu zvinofamba zvakanaka.
Kusaka mufunga kuti ndo nzira yachichafamba nayo from now on kana kuti ndezve izvezvi just for now.
Aiwa tinotarisira kuti ndo nzira yatichafamba nayo dai hurumende yedu yaramba ichidaro ndo nzira yakanaka inoratidza rudo rwakanaka nekuti tese tiri maZimbabwe saka tinofanira kuratidzana rudo.
Handiti ka tinopa kutenda
yakanaka ibaba.
All right. 0731168045. That's our WhatsApp number. And call us on 0772168045. What is your opinion on this new political, reconciliatory tone, if we're going to call it that? Let's look at the messages here. We've got Boxy from Sunning Hill in Bulawayo who says, why do we say ED is leading a new philosophical ZANU-PF? Because when it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, and quacks like a duck, then what is it? Mnangagwa is walking the talk. Those who are saying ZANU has not changed, what is your evidence? New political dispensation is real because we are seeing it. Even the perennial arch rivals the West have acknowledged. 0772168045. You're live on radio.
Oh yes, good. Maswera say.
Taswera kana maswera. All right.
Program pakati. What's the agenda of the program? Probably the answer series.
Oh, okay. Trukuti my conciliatory tone. Sorry, can you just turn down your radio?
Oh yes, I did.
Okay. Ma-conciliatory tones atiri kuona vaMnangagwa vachitaura zvakanaka neveku-opposition. Is it a sign of the times kuti zvinhu zvachinja here kana kuti zvingori panguva inoi?
It's a new tone in Zimbabwe. Mm-hmm. We've never witnessed that before. To me, it's good.
Yeah? So,
yes, it's really good and I support that.
Okay.
Although there are still differences here and there, but as a nation, it shows we are going somewhere.
Anditika?
Yes.
Top out tender.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Get in touch. Okay. Good evening. All right, 0772168045. I'm taking your calls and your WhatsApp messages, reading your Facebook and your Twitter. Somebody said, Godfrey in Chivu says, I think this time we are going to get a free and fair election if the current government does not change back to their old ways. Someone says the situation is not temporary. That's Nyasha Kabwe in Mazowe. Just finish that message and get onto the call. The situation is not temporary. You think it's a strategy which ZANU-PF is using. Okay, you just I think they just replaced their message. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name? What's your contribution? Okay, I've lost that call. Please try and call back again. Yes, Nyasha Kabwe stop typing. Says the situation is not temporary. You think it's a strategy which ZANU-PF members using. You shall see it after the election. My name is Nyasha Kabwe in Mazowe. Somebody said I think is okay. I've read that one. It says. Let's go on to the phone lines. 0772168045. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name? What's your contribution? And where you're calling from?
I'm Sosa from Surrey.
Okay. What's your contribution?
I think so. It's on our president. We do Zvakanaka.
And this guy?
Zvakanaka chaizo, but on the other side, tiri kutongoona kunga iziso vafarira kungoenda kwapresident because vakutongopinda umwe vakutongoona kunga vakutongonowina kuma-elections because Tsvangirai was a president.
Chandikabvunza kuti hazvina kunaka here kuti my different parties mabato ari differently are talking to each other zvakanaka pane zvaitika kudhara zvichinzi vanhu vaitukana and also
it's really a big change. It's a big change.
It's
really a big change. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Andika topa kutenda. All right. 0772168045. Please call us. What is your contribution? What do you think of the current tone? Do you have reservations about it? What do you feel is going on? And any other things that in as far as this is concerned? Somebody says, I think the government is doing a great job towards reconciliation. The new political dispensation shows a change in tone. We hope this will continue till elections. Goes on to say, Mokoena is trying to do his best to differ from the regime from before. We should, however, have a grip on his cabinet, as they are ones who worked with the former one. That's Mlambo again. Just looking here at other messages. I'm still taking your calls on 0772 168 045, and on WhatsApp is 0731 168 045. Someone said it's very normal when there's a funeral, all differences are put aside. What the ruling party did is an exemplary. That is okay. Can I take the? Okay, did we drop the call? Just drop. Okay, my take it was just indicating that there was a call. Let me just finish this. Tinashe says they should as well change the name of their party because it brings terrible memories to me. Explain to me what you mean by that. I mean, if what we've been asking from our leaders to do is to just to like each other a bit more, to talk to each other a bit more. Don't you think this is what they exactly would be looking for? Edison Matangi, let me finish your messages here, which had started. Anzi Jira Chuka Reruf with Arisarud's Musha Mangwana, and it goes on to say that I hope ZANU-PF will stay like this and not change after winning the elections, and then goes on to say that they should have been national hero status. We're going to we're going to take this call now, 0772 168 045. You're live on ZFM Stereo. Your name, your contribution, and where you're calling from.
My name is Chumanjavulo. Where is Mutsuri in all this?
Well, I mean, they were all at the residence yesterday, and also they have been seen sitting and talking together. So I think, in as far as the inside of the party, I can't say authoritatively what's been happening. But the question being, don't you think that the different political parties talking to each other, is that a new political dispensation for you?
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully, but I want to know why you felt the need to ask about Mudzuri. What is your opinion?
Let me reload my phone. I'm running out of town. Let me come back to you.
All right, we'll be waiting for your call.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Just call us on 0772 168 045. I think this is an interesting topic because, I mean, everybody is still talking across the weekend. We're still talking about possible infighting, that sort of thing. Is it a problem? Okay, I'm going to try and get this call on 0772 168 045. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where you're calling from? Okay, I would just as you call in, just please turn down your radio. I know it's exciting to listen to your cell phone radio, but please turn down your radio so we don't get that feedback, so that we can have a good listening experience. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where you're calling from?
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What's your name, contribution, and where you're calling from?
Mr. Wapumo.
Yes.
Yes. I would like to thank, our head of state. As he did, and it has set new tone. In country.
Yeah.
Reconciliation and how we should treat each other. As really, at the end of the day, we are one. We are all Zimbabweans. We should love each other.
And
it would have been more luminous if it would have shined more luminously. It did in Tsvangirai declared as a national hero and he buried at the hero's acre. But even though what has been done is a sign of love and it's a sign of a change in this country. Look the way we were in the past. How we were living, we were hating each other. There was no love across all the political lines. But today it's different. I can shake hands with my opposition or with any other person of any political party. Really. So we thank, our head of state, the way he's leading us, where he wants us to be, what he expects everyone to be. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your contribution.
Lovely.
Yes, get in touch with us on 0772-168-045. That's our call-in number. It's the conversation we want to have here on the platform. 0731-168-045. Mandlampof in Alisdale, Nyamandlovu says this is a very different dimension from the one by the former head of state. I think President ED is keeping his promise. He's sympathizing for real with the Tsvangirai family. We applaud that, and ED will always be kind. I promise my vote. Thanks for refurbishing our party, he goes on to say. Got another message here. Okay, we've got another call here. You're live on ZFM Stereo. Could you just turn on your radio? Hello?
Yes?
Okay, you're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Westgate, and my name is Brian.
Brian, what's your contribution?
My contribution, I would like to say what we have just witnessed now, and it's something we have never witnessed before, and I don't think the mass of Zimbabwe will ever allow it back again like what we witnessed during the Mugabe era. Okay. I don't think you will allow it to happen again, and keep it up to ED.
Okay, so you're saying this is just going to become the way we do things going forward?
Going forward, that will never be reversible again. I don't think the new generation to come and the current generation will allow it again. We experience a very, very, very bad situation, and it will never be allowed again.
Okay, thank you very much for calling.
Thank you.
0772-168-045. Call us on that number. Just got some more messages here. I've got Tafazwa from Chitunguzawa says, I think we'll be convinced that it's a true spirit of tolerance prevailing in the country after the 2018 harmonized elections. Someone says the change is good, but they still haven't touched on bread and butter issues. Talk is cheap. Someone says, I think the president is spot on in Dabeni le yokuvakatshela imuli yako Tsvangirai. We really need this politics of tolerance. That reminds me of some time. Okay, I'm just going to open this. While that is opening, I'm just checking to see if the line... Okay, let me finish off that message. It says, it reminds me of some time early in this millennium when I was in Botswana, where the ruling party there was campaigning in the same suburb without any fracas whatsoever, and it was a different scenario back home. So I think he has a very good and important step towards tolerance, regardless of political affiliation. We're in the right direction, and let's all keep the same momentum. This is Wellings in Kulumane. Thank you very much for getting in touch. This 0731-168-045. That's our WhatsApp number. We're gonna get this call before we take a quick break. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where you're calling from?
Mnangagwa from Malimala. Is meaningless because you actual president ndo vari kuratidza that attitude reconciliation but background chaipo hapana that attitude because councillors kuti MPs even input ari kupiwa vanhu aya vari kutosegregata kuti MDC havapuwi saka president vasangoita vega ngavataurire cabinet yavo yese nemacancelors yavo yeshe kuti vafollowe suit kwete kuti ivo vega vanoimpressa international world party zvisina zvinobatsira vanhu vari paground.
Okay, ndingavunza kuti hazvingaiti here kuti kana vachiona president vachita reconciliatory tone yatiri kutaura iyo, would it not filter down kune masupporters ari paground vachiona mukuru achiita zvinhu zvakanaka kudaro?
Izvozvo ndo zvatisi kuona manje because even paitaurwa nezvema-free and fair elections paipa pachinzi vanhu vasaintimidatwa vasanyoreswe zvimavoters slips vanhu vaingonyoreswa president vakanyarara ati kuground chako vanhu vaingonyoreswa as if ivo havatombozvioni vaizvo.
Unfortunately, we lost that message. Please call back and finish your comment. But that's something that says kuti kana vanhu vari kumusoro vachita something different kune vanhu vari pasi. Okay, how much of the blame can be taken if the president is saying publicly kuti ngatidanane, let's not fight, and that's so singaxabani vele. shouldn't that message, or what more do you think needs to be done so that conciliatory atmosphere translates to action on the ground? We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to take more of your calls live on ZFM Stereo, my station, your station, the hottest radio in town.
Here we go again.
Enjoy world-class radio online. ZFM Stereo is available on TuneIn. Search for ZFM Stereo and you got it. It's ZFM Stereo Talk.
Honorable Esau Mufumi, we are always moaning about the state of our roads.
The reason why the government decided to take over the collection of license fees, our councils mostly they are corrupt. I'm sorry to say that, and that money meant for road repairs was being channeled towards payment of salaries and other things.
The talk that gets you talking. Mondays to Thursdays between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m.
The platform. Step up and speak up.
tiri kurwadziwa tese tese nekuti taiziwa rurwere wanga ruripo wataifunga kuti baba wedu wacharikavha wachizodzoka vari wapenyu. Watsvangirai wanga wari baba, wanga wari mubatanidzi kwete wemhuri chete yavo asi mhuri yemuZimbabwe. Rwendo rwawafamba waiwa neminzwa kuti tizosvike nhasi taane imwe ira yauya, ende wanga wari instrumental wachifamba rwendo irworwo zvatazosvika ipo zvino zvatati chitarisira kuti rudo chido chavo constitution yakushanda, ma-elections apo.
That is the voice of ZANU-PF National Chairperson Opam Muchinguri Kashiri, who also paid condolences at the Tsvangirai homestead. Just get in touch with us. You can listen to the tone there, the conciliatory tone, to say, okay, we're calling Baba, the different contributions that he made in as far as the country is concerned. Is it a sign of a difference in terms of political language in this country? I've got messages here that I'm going to read. Somebody says it's too early to decide now. That's culture in Guruve. Of course, someone Stifler from Bulawayo says Edie is more like a savior to this country. He is uniting people and is doing good. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name? What's your contribution? And where are you calling from? Okay, seem to have missed that call seemed to have dropped. Get in touch with us on 0772 168045 and on WhatsApp 0731 168045. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name? What's your contribution? And where are you calling from? Okay. Let's try and get that call once again. Just get in touch with us. I'm going to read more messages from here on our WhatsApp platform. Also get in touch with us on Twitter at ZFM Stereo, on Facebook, facebook.com/ZFM Stereo. Brian Fumutare says, never trust ZANU-PF. When Tsvangirai was abused, he was there. How can they pretend to love him now that he has died? I've got another message here. Says, we may say our president is just pretending or what, but this is a great example for all of us in Zimbabwe to follow. Just gonna somebody, Mandla, my name is Mpofu from Bulawayo, says nothing has changed, dear ladies and gentlemen. ZANU-PF has been doing this since the formation of MDC. Just gonna get another call, 0772 168045. You're live on ZFM Stereo. Hello? Okay, we're just going to check that with the techie to see if there's a problem with the line. He's just going to go and have a look because we've just lost like 3 calls in a row. But keep calling in. We're just going to try and get as many calls as we can. Let's try this one. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where you're calling from? Okay, this is gonna have to have a look at that. Let me read more messages here. It says somebody says in reply to the person who says some ZANU members are not showing the same spirit as ED. If the church and the church leaders say no sin, no to sin, yet some congregants are prone to sin. Does that mean the church is wrong? What's critical is the philosophy of the party and its leaders. Any organizations, even the MDC, has bad members. That's Boxy from Sunning Hill in Bulawayo. Anzi ngati mbomire kumedza kutsenga tichada 1 hour anzi okay, that's a message that came through that seems to have disappeared. The person seems to be typing now. Why somebody else is saying that. Let me just scrolling through some of your messages. Okay, let's try this call once again. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's it? Okay, seem to have lost that call once again. Is everything fine? Okay, the techie says everything's fine. So just keep trying to call in as soon as you can get calls coming. We'll try to get as many calls as we can into the studio. 0772 168 045. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where are you calling from? Okay, what we'll do, I'm going to take a quick break right now. Let's figure out what's happening, because this is your conversation and I really do want as many of your contributions as possible and as far as this important conversation in Zimbabwe is concerned.
News, lifestyle, charts, live radio, station highlights, and much more. Get it all on zfmstereo.co.zw. It's ZFM Stereo Talk.
Dr. Mnangagwa. We also have people for religious reasons who do not pitch up.
There are some districts that are in need. For one reason or the other, the parents or the guardians or members of the community don't quite believe in vaccination. And we still, as a ministry and as a government, we still think it's really out of ignorance rather than out of open resistance.
The talk that gets you talking. Mondays to Thursdays between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m.
Here we go again.
Enjoy world-class radio online. ZFM Stereo is available on TuneIn. Search for ZFM Stereo and you got it.
The platform. Step up and speak up.
You're still tuned into ZFM Stereo, my station, your station, the hardest radio in town. It seems as the phones are now working fine. So as soon as I get a call from you, I'll get you live on ZFM Stereo. In fact, let's try it with this one. You're live on ZFM Stereo. Okay, we seem to have lost.
Yes, hello, good evening.
Okay, this seems to, there's a beeping sound. Do you want to try and call again? Okay, at least we got that call. Please try and call back again on 0772 168 045 and let's have this conversation on, do you think that the new politics of the day has changed? You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where are you calling from?
Hi, Larry. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
Right. These people are naati tande afa ngoba ukutanga kuti baba wangu ari baba wangu akahe bla bla bla, but Tsvangirai actually simba achiri kufamba. Those guys, they labeling as a rebel, they labeling as a medal, they labeling as munhu akashata, but nhasi ndokufamba vachibhiita zviya wangu ari baba waida unit waidizwa kunyoreza izvo action pain. Then reform and like hakuna zvakadaro izvo zviri kumaeni pedu chairosinora mazishe vanhu madzimai arikudiwa namai mutsvagwa for what hakuna zvirwanhu reform. It's only mazitaita a towards my election, but it didn't mean that only I started from my city in my election. Let's just say this thing, but I was back to Tsvangirai. I didn't say this is easy 8 days. It is very simple. Guys, I'm going to tell you, as bad as reform.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What are you willing to at least sit down and say, okay, let's see how far this goes? What if this is the beginning of a different type of conversation?
This is not the beginning, but they were trying to look at it, but this is any new people in but those not the government. Zimbabwe. So now one of you wanga wataingwa watenga sana wako man with the issue on another but one magashata we are fully aware of everything nasi from the kashika one warudone tukuda azira mtanga for what hapana any explanation that I think we drama na mtanga for woman.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your contribution. Okay, call us on 0772-168-045. The caller just now says, no, I don't think this is different. I think that things are just going to be the same. And in fact, I've got Kanan Piri on Twitter who says, just window dressing people at the grassroots level and on the ground don't mean these statements. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where are you calling from?
I'm Osama in Brumuli.
Okay, what's your contribution?
Indona sekuthi vanhu avakwanisi kuti toti lesi vanhu vari player volleyball vanhu avakwanisi kuti mutanga kuimba maoko anobetsera maopponents enyu saka but that time vana vekuneimwe pata vaikwasakwanisa kuti ndibaba chichi kuvakuza because but that time vanenge vari opponent but izvezvi takutaura kuti panhamo munofa kurespectana sema-Africans obvious munoita zvakanaka pane pamungabvita zvinhu zvakaipa.
Saka, in your opinion, do you think after Namo is going to be back to business, the former business? I mean, the president has said things have changed. Even in his his inaugural address, he said that he's offering, my elections are peaceful and a peaceful environment.
I think pano perma elections vanhu vachiwirana zvokuti vavengi zvechingoitika kunge kudaro but vanongasiri vavengi chaichaivo ende zvaitwa napresident zvinhu zvakanaka zvinamboipa serei.
Okay, topa kutenda.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, so that somebody says that this is what we normally do. Is that your opinion? I'm going to play another clip right now. This is from the MDC-T and Deputy National Chairperson Morgan Tsvangirai, who say the unity exhibited during Mr. Tsvangirai's funeral sets the correct tone as the country gears for harmonized elections.
Tinofara semusangano weMDC kunzwa manzwi anobva kuna President Mnangagwa ukuthi tinoda kuti tiite free, fair and credible election. Nokuti tinoziva chakonzesa kuti mazwi asaitika tinozviziva. Pane nguva yataisangana vamwe vachirohwa zvikuru zvinorwadza President mutsva wari pakati hazvichaitika. Saka tinotenda nemazwi iwayo. Tinozvitenda zvikuru. Titori munzira chairperson wemusangano weZANU-PF. Tiri munzira kuuya kuzokuonai kuti tiise national committee as a proposal kwamuri. National committee ichazenge ine vatungamiriri veMDC Alliance navatungamiriri veZANU-PF tigofamba maprovinces ese tiita mapublic rallies okuti violence hatidi as we go towards election.
News, lifestyle, charts, live radio, station highlights, and much more. Get it all on zfmstereo.co.zw.
The platform. Step up and speak up.
So that there being the voice of the MDC-T National Chairperson Morgan Tsvangirai, you say the unity that was being exhibited during Mr. Tsvangirai's funeral sets the correct tone as the country gears for harmonized elections. Dyson and Harare has gotten in touch on WhatsApp. Still, the phone lines are open, 0772-168-045. But before taking Dyson's message, I'm going to read this, or rather I'm going to take this call. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, your contribution, and where you're calling from?
Hello, Edwin.
Okay, what's your contribution?
Okay, Edwin calling from Lower Guero.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I heard that Mr. President did a good thing, but we don't trust him.
Ngentoni utsho njalo?
Yeah, utsho njalo. Hayi indoda lo ngathemba nje lapha nje uyaspenda nje kuphela.
Are you saying what isn't as Chinchanga Vele is just Owanamsha?
I that comment is just an opponent. So you must keep a good record. So, but I couldn't actually.
Okay, aren't you willing to give it a chance to say, things have changed, we're doing things differently? Aren't you willing to at least see if it's changed?
Yeah, I will just give him a chance because just because it's going near elections, so it was right, but you know it. Okay,
thank you for your contribution.
Okay, thanks.
Call us on ZFM Stereo, my station, your station, the hottest radio in town. It says, Dyson and Harare said, in as much as his approach, this is the president's approach, is commendable, I think he's trying to appeal to the people's emotions and appear more human than his predecessor. Gonna open here, just forgive me, I'm just opening another message. Just looking here on 0772168045, just got a scratch. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where you're calling from?
Hello, Magadi.
Chuma Magadi.
Ndetwa Richmond Kampio from Nyazura Rukweza.
Tauraitis.
Apa chanokwanza kuti kuti president ka vaita chinhu chakanakisa zvingamboiti. But now ingoripo ndekuti our guys ma opposition avatendi zvinenge zvaitwa neZANU-PF. Takatora board from South Africa nendege tikaisa to one commando. Nhasi yatorwa nehelicopter to rural yavo kuBohera. But these guys avatendi vanongoramba vachigunun'una vachipoti zvakadai. But inini as far as I'm concerned, president vari kuratidza zvinhu zvakanaka zvekuti even on elections we are looking to a good thing chichabuda. Saka I'm sure kuti president vaita chinhu chakanakisa zvekuti maopposition ngava vanhu vanotenda. Kusatenda kwavo manje unongoita ivo vari kutotiradza kuti ivo nesu hatijidzani.
But I think Pama Clips at a player, Wakomichi, who is the MDC-T national chairperson and the acting president, Vatenda Ingawan. Okay, sorry to lose the call, but that's a interesting comment, because from the leadership, if we've seen the leadership of both sides, you can see that there's a conciliatory tone that that exists at the moment, and I think if you're looking at the new president that's in there, the President Mnangagwa, he has separated himself from the former president in as far as his work is concerned. I think it's only fair to give him a shot at his own presidency. Let's get this. Okay, did we lose that call? Okay, 0772168045. Having been in power for only 3 months, it's about 3 months now, I think the chance to be able to shape his own presidency is something that I think he should be given credit for. And let's see how far this goes. I don't know what your opinion is. Get in touch with us on 0772168045 and also on 0731168045 for WhatsApp. I've got a call here. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where you're calling from? Okay, please try and call again. We want to get your call in on our voice number, which is 0772168045, and our WhatsApp number being 0731168045. Please don't call on our WhatsApp number. We're only reading WhatsApp there. The call number, we're not taking any WhatsApp calls at all, so please do not call on our WhatsApp number. It interferes with us trying to read the many messages that we're getting here. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where are you calling from? Okay, we seem to have lost our call. I don't know what's happening with the calls. We got a couple of calls to come in, but while we check out what's happening with that, I want to now finally the last clip that we're going to play for today, that is coming from Mr. Tsvangirai's mother, who described the last moments of the late Morgan Tsvangirai.
Ana kana kunetsa kana zviya zvoita muzvokuti kuzamura kushamanyai kudi akambonyarara somunhu akarara upe hazvina kumbotinetsa. Ndaivamo ini nehanzvadzi yacho wataura tiri vaviri, iye ari pamubhedha. Abve achafema pedzisira yachibva atizi yakati mai simukai muone. Ndikati chinya zorora mwanangu, zorora zvakanaka. haana kana zviya zvokuti mumwe anozamura umwe anoshamanya umwe kana kupaura makumba haana kumbodaro richard haana kumbodaro tinotenda mwari zvikuru imi namato yenyu tinokutendai nebasa ramaita pano tinokutendai zvikuru zvakapetwa tinokutendai nokuti wanga ari munhu asina yeku nyangwe akauya kumusha anga asingadi kutaura navanhu muve aingoti kana aine zvaanoda kutaura aingodaidza vanoona vake votaura oti mangwana tiri kuenda Morgan haana kumbotinetsa haana kurwa nomunhu tatakavakidzana navamwe vaiva nemhuriwo asi havana kumborwa vaingoti kana vadaro voenda kugiraundi vonotamba bhora nguva yokudya yasvika vana vaivodzokera kumba kwavo iye achiuyawo kumba kwedu nevanoona vake tinotenda zvikuru nebasa rakabatwa naMorgan haana kumboita hasha navanoona kana kurwa nomunhu kana navamwe vatakavakidzana navo vaingova kubhora chete.
To all you Twitter heads, connect with ZFM Stereo on twitter.com/ZFM Stereo /ZFM Stereo.
So that was the voice of the late Mr. Tsvangirai's mother, and describing his last moments, the type sort of person he was. But we are talking about the political situation in the country at the moment, the conciliatory tone that we're seeing between the different political parties. I'm going to read a message from Frederick, who says, I'm a uni student currently out of the country. This gesture and the previous act by ED towards Tsvangirai shows us that there's a possibility for open dialogue, but at the end of the day, both entities should aim to come up with the best way possible to revive the economy and pull together the best of talents on merit from both ends. Hatidi kugara kuno ku diaspora. Get in touch with us as our WhatsApp number on 0731 168 and on our call number, voice number, which is 0772 168 You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where are you calling from? Okay, that call seems to have dropped. Please try to call again. We've still got about 12 minutes of the show. I want to get as many of your calls into the show as possible. Let's have this conversation. You're live on ZFM Stereo. Your name, your contribution, and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Hello.
Magadini.
Muripa ZFM Stereo. What's your contribution?
Contribution yangu ndiye kuti vanhu vanofana kuziva kuti zvinhu zviri kuitika kana president echiregerera vamwe vanhu vari pasi havasati vane chinangwa chekuregerera vanhu vari paground nokuti isusu tinogara mudzimba dziri mumaruzevha munomuka kune vanhu vachitori nemweya wokuti ivo uri venhingi apa zvinhu zvinhu zvava zvinhu zvegavhmendi zvokuti vape vanhu kuti vanhu vagamuchire zvinhu zvavo ndinoitwa zidauke ndiri kudezviwa.
All right, but Zvaningabvuza kuti President Vangwa has been in power for 3 months. Don't you think those changes are going to take a little bit of time to get to the ground?
Zvinotoda kuti pawe nenguva yakati rebei kuti vadzidzise vanhu kuti vazive zvinenge zvichiitika.
Okay, but kuti valida by example achisi chinhu chakanaka here?
Kulida by example kwakanakisa chaizvo asi zvinoda kuti vanhu vatange vazivawo vari pasi vacho zvavari kutungamirirwa izvi zvakanaka vanokwanisa kuzvitevedzera here.
Andiri hatopa kutenda.
Mazita here.
All right. You're live on ZFM Stereo. Okay, you're listening to ZFM Stereo. Forgive me. The number is 0772 168 That's the number to call us. I want to get in as many calls as possible. I want to read here a message from Henry Perfect, who's in Bulawayo. He says, what the president is saying is really a positive move towards a democratic country. Though for now, it's still early to say things are going to change for good. Those guys calls them liars. Let's give them more time. Okay, we dropped that call dropped. No, okay. I'm gonna read up more of your messages here on live on ZFM Stereo. Just get in touch with us. We've still got 10 minutes in which we want to take as many calls as possible. Mike from Kwekwe says, I think President Mnangagwa is doing great things. Also, but I want to find out, because we seem to be spending a lot of time talking about the side that the president is doing. What do you say of the NDC's reaction, also being open to discussing many things with the current government? You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name? What's your contribution, and where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm blessing from Marangi.
I bless you.
Yeah, I think it's a blessing from Marangi.
Okay, carry on.
Yes. I think it's not that time I got to Korea, but it's not a president. It's Akanaka Shaizo because I can foresee my changes. I remember Marangi, Arguitika, since President Bakataka calling for this reconsideration statement, of which I thumb upside for him. Of course, not last time, but I want to thank him for what he's doing.
So just to make sure I got you correct, Ukuti, if he continues saying the same things, Pedzara Jaita habit no shika kuneva vari pasi.
Yes, peripheral kure kwatiri kurozo kuti kuzosviko kwese kazontora time, but what he's doing is good.
And this guy, tender.
Thank you.
Okay, so it says if this becomes a repeat action, it becomes a habit, then it will get down to the people on the ground. It's on WhatsApp numbers 0731 168 and you can call us on 0772 168 As soon as I get a call, I'm going to get it through. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your contribution? What's your name and where you're calling from?
I'm
All right. Tarai
ndotara kuti zvazvikutaura president zvinhu zvakanaka chaizvo. Vanhu vedu tingangoda kutaura kuti zvakazoti but so far tinoona sekunge zvinhu zvamira zvakanaka munyika.
Andisika. Okay.
Hello.
All right, topa kutenda.
Sharp.
Thank you. Yes, get in touch with us on 0772 168 That's a call number, 0731 168 I also wanted to ask Kuti, what do you think of the MDC side, how they are responding to the communication that they're getting from the president? You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where you're calling from?
From Lavayo.
All right. What's your contribution?
Right, my contribution is to President vaita ndozi kubva zvavatanga kutanga kutungamirira ukatarisa pasi hakuna munhu akatarisa president akagona kushanya leader kumuendesa kuchipatara kusvika pakufa, then wouya economy ikachaiyo. He is doing his best. Vanhu ngatitsigirei murume uyu zvakasimba. Nguva pfupi iyoyi hungu asinyore asi aradza kuti munhu asina basa kutungamira akauchinja nyika kuti ive Kenani. Saka vanhu ngavatende.
All right, topa kutenda.
Thank you very much.
All right. I've got a message here from Ziva from Mutare who says, I'm not a ZANU-PF supporter, but chakanaka mukaka haurungwe tinotenda President Mnangagwa. Someone says what the president did is very great. What now is the MDC kuti vagamuchire kuti things have changed. Love is all we want in the country. Among us, that's Kadiki from Kwekwe. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where are you calling from?
I'm calling Kriba.
Yes, what's your contribution?
My contribution is what Mnangagwa has done is quite great. So as the MDC people, they have to appreciate the leader.
Okay, I'm going to, when I played a clip earlier on from Mr. Morgan Tsvangirai, who's the MDC-T Deputy National Chairperson, who said, Gamachira, and they're being appreciative. What do you think of their response? Because they have responded.
Yeah, if they respond, the committee is quite good. It shows that they have accepted the help which has been done by the government.
Anditi, thank you very much for your contribution.
Thank you.
All right. Get in touch with us is 0731 168 045 on WhatsApp, and on our call number is 0772 168 045. Just 5 minutes, of course, that will be taking until Chila comes and takes over. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, what's your contribution, and where you're calling from?
I'm Kono Admire in Marangi, Bocha.
Taurai Tinzwe.
Yeah, basically, there's no radicalism. Mnangagwa changed the political atmosphere of Zimbabwe. Right now, people are very free in talking their views.
Saka muri kutarisira kuti zvicharamba zvakadaro here?
Yeah, basically it shows with the Vakaramba Wachita also the Zimbabwean politics will change its direction.
All right, Topak Tender. Yes, get in touch with us on. You can take more calls. We've got another 4 minutes until we're done. It's 0731 168 045 for WhatsApp. Our call number being 0772 168 045. You're live on ZFM Stereo. What's your name, contribution, and where are you calling from?
I'm Ed Moore in Mbare.
Ed Moore, what's your contribution?
It's a question, not a contribution.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yes. I want to head to ZANU-PF. We want now to have free and fair election. Wari kubvuma here kuti kumashure uko tairowa vanhu uyezve taibiridzira my-election. That's my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your contribution. I think they're the best place to respond to that. You're live on ZFM Stereo. Is that okay? I thought there was a call coming in, but I mean, I think as a refresher before we go, I want to play so that there is a proper space between the different statements that were made. I want to play all of the statements, and then at the end take one more call before I go. But I'm going to play all the clips that we played a little bit earlier to show the conciliatory tone. I think we're forgetting that the MDC also did have something to say. We're going to start off with the president, after which we're going to play one from Ms. Advocate Nelson Chamisa, and then we've got another one from the ZANU-PF National Chairperson Kashiri, after which we'll play the voice of the MDC-T and Deputy National Chairperson Morgan Tsvangirai, and finally hearing from Mr. Tsvangirai's mother.
We are all Zimbabweans. Tese tirima Zimbabweans. Tingaorezana kuti tofamba sei kwatida kuti tiende. Handifungi kuti pamapolitical parties atinawo munyika nokwanda kwakaita pane inoda kuti nyika inoitambura. Ayo inofungidzira kuti sangano rimwe rimwe ringe tichida kuti vanhu vaone kugara kwakanaka. Tiwane kusimudzira kugara kwevanhu mukati menyika yedu. Saka mavona ndau yapano kuratidza kuti aiwa kana pano rufu izvo zvimwe tinoisa parutivi tochema takabatana tiri pamwe chete toradzika umwe wedu tokumbira futi zvakare kuti aiwa ishe matora umwe wedu mutambirei.
It's a welcome thing. It's African to care for one another, and it's very Zimbabwean. This is the new politics we want to see. The politics of peace, the politics of working together, the politics of feeling for each other and for one another. This is the direction, and we hope that it will be the kind of talk that will be walked and the kind of walk that will be sustained. Because going forward into the elections, we want to see a peaceful election in Zimbabwe. We are very appreciative of what has been done.
Tiri kurwadziwa tese nekuti taiziwa rurwere wanga ruripo wataifunga kuti baba wedu wacha recover wachizodzoka wari wapenyu. Watsvangirai wanga wari baba, wanga wari mubatanidzi kwete wemhuri chete yavo asi mhuri yemuZimbabwe. Rwendo rwawafamba waiwa neminzwa kuti tizosvike nhasi taane imwe ira yauya, and wanga wari instrumental wachifamba rwendo irworwo zvatazosvika ipo zvino zvataa tichitarisira kuti rudo chido chavo constitution yaakushanda, ma-elections apo.
Tinofara semusangano weMDC kunzwa manzwi anobva kuna President Mnangagwa okuti tinoda kuti tiite free, fair and credible election. Nokuti tinoziva chakonzesa kuti mazwi wasaitika tinozviziva. Pane nguva yataisangana vamwe vachirohwa zvikuru zvinorwadza, President mutsva wari pakati hazvichaitika. Saka tinotenda nemazwi avo, tinozvitenda zvikuru. Titori munzira chairperson wemusangano weZANU-PF. Tiri kumunzira kuuya kuzokuonai kuti tiise national committee ezeproposal kwamuri. National committee ichazenge ine vatungamiriri veMDC Alliance nevatungamiriri veZANU-PF tigofamba maprovinsi ese tiita mapublic rallies ukuti violence hatidi as we go towards election.
So those were the reactions from across the political divide over, how the political dispensation is right now. And I think to end this the show today, unfortunately I can't take any more calls. Chila is coming in with our story. But to end this, we can only be hopeful of what happens next. The MDC has a new leadership, or will have a new leadership, of course. And of course, the ZANU-PF has got a new leadership. So perhaps the tone with the two different leaders coming in will be a different tone. And as someone said, I think we're at a point now where, having seen this kind of atmosphere, people will not want to go back to a different time that was not so pleasant. But with that, I leave you in the comfortable hands of Chila, who's going to coming up with our story. I'm back with you tomorrow between 8:30 and 9 p.m. on Health Matters. Other than that, stay tuned to ZFM Stereo, my station, your station, the hottest radio in town. And as I always say, from where I come from, asilwi siyasebenza. My name is Larry Kwirirayi.